Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel Garma Life Science Academy. In this lecture, we are going to learn about immunology. Topic is antigen. So, in this lecture, we are going to learn about what is antigen and some terminology that are used in antigen in immunology. So, in immunology, an antigen AG is a molecule, moiety, foreign particle, foreign matters, or an allergen such as pollen that can bind to a specific antibody or T cell receptor. So, what is antigen in immunology? In immunology, an antigen is a molecule, moiety, or foreign particulate matter or any allergen such as pollen that can bind to a specific antibody or T cell receptor. So, antigen molecule is a foreign particular matter or any moiety or any allergen that can bind to our specific antibody or T cell receptor known as antigen. The presence of antigen in body may trigger an immune response. So, the presence of antigen in our body system may trigger immune response to destroy the foreign particle and protect body from the foreign particles or foreign pathogen molecules. Antigen can be protein, peptide, amino acid chain, polysaccharide, chain of simple sugars, lipids or nucleic acid. So, antigen can be protein, lipid, protein, peptides, polysaccharide or nucleic acid. Any type of biomolecule can be an antigen. So, antigen may be protein, peptide, amino acid, polysaccharide, lipid and nucleic acid. Antigen exists on normal cells, cancer cells, parasites, virus, fungi and bacteria. So, antigen exists on normal cell also, cancerous cell as a parasites, viruses, fungi and bacteria. So, any of the parasites or any cancerous cells or normal cells may have antigens. Antigen are recognized by antigen receptor including antibodies and T cell receptor. So, antigen are recognized by antigen receptor like antibodies and T cell receptor. So, it is recognized by T cells and antibodies. Antigen can also originate from within the body. Antigen can also originate from the body, from within the body, known as self antigen or self antigens, self protein. So, antigens that originate from within the body, known as self protein or self antigen, or from the external environment, known as non self. So, any antigens that originate within the body, known as self antigen or self protein. Any antigen that comes from external environment, known as non self antigen. So, remember, self antigen is originate within the body system and non self is from external environment. Next, the immune system identifies and attacks non self external antigens. So, immune system in our body system identifies and attacks the non self or foreign antigens. Vaccines are example of antigens in an immunogenic form. So, vaccines are example of antigens in an immunogenic form to induce the memory or immunity. So, vaccines are a form of antigens that are immunogenic and induce the memory to the body system and protect body from disease. The vaccine for seasonal influenza is a common example. So, vaccines that we are getting in seasonal influenza is a common example of vaccines and common form of immunogenic antigens. Next is some terminologies that are used in antigens or understand antigen in immunology. First is epitope. Epitope, the distinct surface feature of an antigen, its antigenic determinant. So, the distinct surface feature of antigen is known as epitope. So, epitope is a distinct surface feature of an antigen, its antigenic determinant. So, epitope is known as antigenic determinant. So, it is a surface feature of an antigen and its antigenic determinant. Next is antigenic molecules, normally large biological polymers. So, antigenic molecules are large biological polymers, usually present surface features that can act as a point of interaction for specific antibodies. So, antigenic molecules are large biological polymers as are present on cell surface or surface features that can act as a point of interaction for two particular antibodies. So antigenic molecules are interact with antigenic molecules, large and biological polymers. Any such feature constitutes an epitope. So all these features constitute the epitope. Most antigens have the potential to be bound by multiple antibodies. So most antigens have the ability to bind by multiple antibodies, each of which is specific to one of the antigen epitopes. So antigens can have ability to bind by multiple antibodies, but each have specific to one of the antigenic epitope to bind to particular antibodies. So antigen can bind to multiple antibodies, but they have specific epitopes for a specific antibody. Using the lock and key metaphor, the antigen can be seen as a string of keys. So using lock and key mechanism, antigen can be a string of key known as epitope as a key, each of which matches a different lock like antibodies. So antigen acts as a key or epitope, and antibody acts as a lock that come together and bind each other and activate immune response. Different antibody like idiotopes each have distinctly formed complementary determining regions. So different antibodies have a idiotypes. Idiotypes means different antigenic binding ability. Each have distinctly formed CDRs, means complementary determining regions. So antibody have different CDRs like CDR1, 2, 3. So each antibody have different complementary determining regions that can bind with different antigens. Next is allergens. Allergens are substances capable of causing an allergic reaction. So allergen are substances, molecules that are capable of causing an allergic response. The detrimental reaction may result after exposure via ingestion, inhalation, injection or contact with skin. So the reaction of allergen may result after exposure via ingestion, inhalation, injection or contact with skin. So any allergens that may ingest in our body system or inhalate the body or injected or contact to the skin may activate allergic reaction known as allergens. Next is superantigens. What is superantigen? A class of antigen that cause non-specific activation of T cells resulting in polyclonal T cell activation and massive cytokine release. So superantigen is a class of antigen that cause non-specific activation of T cells. So it may activate non-specifically to the T cells resulting in polyclonal T cell activation. So it activates multiple T cells and massive cytokine release. So superantigens bind to non-specific manner with T cells and activate massive polyclonal T cell and release multiple massive amount of cytokines known as superantigen. Next is tolerogen. Are substances that invokes a specific immune non-responsiveness due to its molecular form. So tolerogen is a substances that invoke or activate specific immune non-responsiveness, means non-responsive manner due to its molecular form. If its molecular form is changed, a tolerogen can become an immunogen. So it is a kind of substances that activate specific immune in a non-responsive manner due to its molecular form, due to its molecular nature. If its molecular nature is changed, a tolerogen can become as an immunogen. So it is a form of immunogen also. Next is T cell dependent antigen. So T dependent antigens that require the assistance of T cells to induce the formation of specific antibodies. So as name suggests, T cell dependent antigen, any antigens that requires the assistance or need of T cells to induce specific immune response is known as T cell dependent antigen. Next is T cell independent antigen that stimulate B cells directly. They do not require any T cells, known as T independent antigen. Next is immunodominant antigen. Immunodominant antigen that dominate over all other from a pathogen in their ability to produce an immune response. So immunodominant antigen is the antigen that dominate from other pathogens, means it dominate from other pathogens in their ability to produce an immune response. So it is a kind of over dominant or dominant antigen that have more ability to produce immune response as compared to other pathogens. T cell response typically are directed against a relatively few immunodominant epitopes. So T cell response typically directed against few amount of immunodominant epitopes. So when immunodominant epitopes comes inside the body, very few amount of T cells are going to activate or involve in this process. Although in some cases, example infection with malaria pathogens like Plasmodium species, it is dispersed over a relatively large number of parasitic antigen. So in case of malaria like Plasmodium pathogen infection, the super or immunodominant antigen dispersed large number of parasite antigen. So next is antigen presenting cells. Antigen presenting cells present antigen in form of peptides on histocompatibility complex. So APCs present antigens in form of peptides on MHC, major histocompatibility complex. The T cells selectively recognize the antigens depending on the antigen and the type of histocompatibility molecule. Different type of T cells will be activated. So T cells selectively recognize a specific antigens depending on antigen types and MHC molecules, and different type of T cells will be activated like TH cells or TC cells. So based on MHC molecule and antigen nature, different type of T cells are involved and recognize or present antigen presenting cells or antigen to as a peptide form. B lymphocytes, macrophages and dendritic cells are the three primary antigen presenting cells. So antigen presenting cells include B lymphocytes, B cells, macrophages and dendritic cells are three primary or professional antigen presenting cells. And immunogen. What next is immunogen? Immunogen is an antigen substances or adduct that is able to trigger a humoral immunity or cell mediated immune response. So immunogen is an antigen substances that have ability to trigger humoral or cell mediated immune response is known as immunogen. It first initiates an innate immune response which then causes the activation of adaptive immune response. So immunogen first activates the innate immune response, then its activation causes or activates the adaptive immune response. Immunogen are those antigens termed immunogenic, capable of inducing an immune response. So immunogens are those antigens termed as immunogenic. So immunogens are also antigens, those antigens that are immunogenic in nature, capable of inducing an immune response is known as immunogen. At molecular level, an antigen can be characterized by its ability to bind to an antibody paratope. So at molecular level, antigen can be characterized by its ability to bind to an antibody paratope. So any antigens that have ability to bind with antibody paratope is known as antigens. So paratopes present on antibody surfaces and epitopes present on antigen surfaces. They may come close and bind to each other, like epitope bind with paratope. So epitopes on antigen and paratopes on antibody that have ability to bind with each other, known as antigens. Next is a hapten. A hapten is a small molecule that can only induce an immune response when attached to a large carrier molecule such as protein. So hapten is a small molecule. It can only induce immune response when it attached to a carrier molecule such as protein. So hapten have ability to induce immune response only when it binds to a protein or any carrier molecules. In alone, haptens cannot be able to induce immune response. It needed any carrier molecule or any protein molecules for activating immune response. Next, antigen can be protein, polysaccharide, lipid, nucleic acid or other biomolecules. This includes parts like pores, capsules, cell walls, flagella, membrane and toxins of bacteria, viruses and other microorganisms. So antigen can be any protein, polysaccharide, lipid, nucleic acid or any biomolecules. This include parts of coat, capsules, cell walls, flagella, membrane and toxins of bacteria, viruses and any other microorganisms. These are can be antigen molecules. So next is a structure of antigen. So it is a kind of a bacterial cell wall. In this diagram, it is a bacterial cell wall, and these are the Y-shaped molecules are antibodies. Y-shaped molecules are antibodies, and on the surface of bacterial cell, the epitopes, different types of epitopes known as antigenic determinants are present. So on the surface of bacterial cell, different types of epitopes or antigenic determinants are present. So epitopes bind with antibodies. So or antibodies bind with a specific epitope or specific antigen on bacterial cell surface. Here different colors of antigens like blue, black, green, yellow. These are the different forms of antigens, and it is a Y-shaped molecules is a antibody. Antigen comes and bind on antigenic binding site. So it is a kind of antigenic binding site. Antigen comes and bind with antibody on antigenic binding site. So in this diagram we can saw the very clear visual of antigens present on bacterial cell, and Y-shaped molecule is known as antibody. They come and epitope bind with paratope on antibody. So in this lecture we learned what is antigen, their basic properties or their different forms and different terminology that are used to understand the antigen, like immunogen, adjuvant, heptanes, antigen, MSC molecules and antigen presenting cells and other terminologies we learned in this lecture. So I hope this lecture was helpful for you. आपको ये हमारा जो लेक्चर है वो पसंद आया होगा. If you like my lecture, video notes and contents, please share and subscribe Garima Life Science Academy with your friends and juniors. Please supporting us. Thank you.